Alright fellas, so before you start the Easter egg, you want to make sure you've got the perfect perks and gobblegums on. Hopefully you've got some good gobblegums left, and I'm going to show you what to do. So perk wise, I've got myself Dying Wish on. This basically gives me that extra bit of health if I get to near death, and it just keeps me going. It's perfect as that. The other perk I've got is PhD, which helps me stop all the splashback from the Thunder Gun, which is the best gun in the game, and that's going to get you through the boss fight of the Easter egg. And then what I've got on is Stamina Up, which helps me parkour around the map like an absolute boss. And then I've got this Zombie Purple perk on, which I think you can just fill whatever you like in there, fellas. Just see what takes your fancy. And then on to the Specialist. I love a katana. It's helped me out so much. I love that. But on to the gobblegums now. And the ones you want are ones that are going to really help you in the boss fight. If you've got an in plain sight or an undead man walking, you want to save that for the boss fight. And I'm going to show you when to use that in the boss fight. And then other gobblegums, a max ammo is going to help you out. I've got myself 6 nuke gobblegums so I can spawn the nuke and whatever. And the insta-kill was the only other one I had good left, so I've got that in. And I used all 4 of these in the boss fight, didn't use any of these in any of the other steps, only in the boss fight. So let's get to it. Alright, before you start the first Easter egg step, fellas, you need to turn on the power and you need to open up the golden pack-a-punch. Doing this can make things a bit easier starting the first Easter egg step. So once you've got the power on and you've got the golden pack-a-punch opened, we can start the first Easter egg step. So you might have seen these scarecrows around the map, and these are challenges that you've got to complete, and you've got to complete 2 of these fully. And I'm going to show you these challenges right now and what to do. And I've picked the easiest ones as well. It's going to make it much easier for you know what I mean? So the first Scarecrow challenge, you want to come to the spawn area here. And you can see this lovely Scarecrow here. And when you're ready, you're going to press square to start the challenge. So when you press this Scarecrow, it's going to come up in the left corner of your screen to kill 20 zombies while standing in freezing water. It's very simple as this, so kill 20 zombies when standing in water. I don't have the footage for this because I forgot to press record, what a noob. But I've got the footage for everything else, so here we go. So once you've got 20 out of 20, go back to the Scarecrow, press square to get your reward. So now it's going to start another challenge in this area. And this one is to kill 6 zombies by shattering them. It's very simple as this. You can go pick up some snowballs. And you can find some snowballs just lying on the floor. There'll be a massive deck of them. There's a few spawn locations around here. Just look on the floor. And you want to pick them up. And they're just like grenades really. And all you do is you want to get a zombie in the freezing water. And you're going to throw a snowball at the zombie's head. It's going to freeze them. And all you do is shoot it. It's very simple. I've got a few examples here. You've only got to do it 6 times. So throw a snowball at a zombie's head in the water. It'll freeze. Shoot it with your gun. It'll shatter. And that is 1 out of your 6 complete. And if you do run out of snowballs, just go get some more from the location. So once you've got 6 out of 6 of doing this one, you can go get your reward at the Scarecrow. So once you've done this, you want to get your audio ready. You might want to get a pen and paper or your phone ready. It's a very simple one is this, but you want to save a zombie at the end of the round. And you want to listen out to the tune that the Scarecrow hums. But basically the Scarecrow is going to hum a note. You know all the notes you've done in music lessons, piano, you know, your A, C, E, G, all that crap. It's nothing complicated, just basically listen out. You want to get subtitles on, it'll make it much easier. And I'm going to show you the example in my game.
Play it on the bells and the drums, okay? La, 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 la.
So as you can see and hear with the subtitles, the Scarecrows hummed A, G, C, E, and G in my game. So like I said, you can go back to the Scarecrow, you can press square to replay the tune, and it's made it much easier. I've got a pen and paper, and I'm just basically write out what it's saying. So here we go, I've got my pen and paper, A, G, C, E, G, there we go. So that is the order of the tune. So once you've got your order wrote out on a bit of pen and paper, you want to come to this area, the proper spawn area, and there's going to be some bells to hit with your gun. And these bells basically are notes, you know, they got your A, your C. So one bell might be an A, one bell might be a C and all that crap. So you've just got to shoot it in order, it's very simple. So the best thing to do is just shoot 5 bells and find your first note in your order. So for me, I'm going to try find the note A, because that's first in my order of the tune. This bell was the note A, so I shoot that, and you can see on the left side that's 1 out of 5 complete. I then go find the bell that corresponds to the note G. This is the bell here in my game. I shot that one, 2 out of 5 complete. I then went to go find the bell which corresponded to the note C. This is the one here. Shot that one, 3 out of 5 complete. I then went to go find the bell that corresponds to the note E in my order. There it is. Shot it, bang. 4 out of 5 done. And then I go find the bell that corresponds to the note G. I shoot that one, and that's 5 out of 5 complete, fellas. So once you've done this tune challenge, go back to the Scarecrow, get your reward, and that is this one challenge complete, fellas. Boom. Right, and on to the second challenge now, and you want to come to this area here. This is the beach area. This is the Call of the Dead spawn area. And you want to come to this Scarecrow, press square to start the challenge for this. And the first challenge is to kill enemies with snowballs. Pretty simple is this, fellas, so go find some snowballs on the floor. There's a nice pile here, as you can see. Just keep on picking them up. Go for the heads of the zombies, it kills them a bit quicker. And just get, I think it's 13 kills with snowballs. And once you've done that, go back to the Scarecrow, get the reward, and the second challenge will start. So this challenge, you want to kill enemies using the lighthouse trap. So the best thing to do is to hold up some zombies kind of a bit away from the lighthouse trap. So what I did in my game was hoard up about 20 zombies outside the lighthouse here. You can see what I'm doing, hoarding up, getting them right behind me. And then when I think I've got enough, I'll go through the lighthouse, as you can see here, follow my route, and the lighthouse trap is just down here. So as soon as I got to this door, I ran to the bottom of the hill, turned on the trap, and the trap activated. And there we go, I pretty much got about 13 kills, and then just go back up to the top of the lighthouse, and boom, that is 15 out of 15 zombie kills with the lighthouse trap. So now I went back to the beach, the Scarecrow, got the reward, and I started the third challenge. So this third challenge is pretty simple really. You've just got to use snowballs to fill in the SOS messages. There's 3 SOS messages around the map. So again, just keep on getting piles of snowballs and do what I do here. So the first SOS message is on the ship right behind the Scarecrow, and all you do is throw the snowballs into the holes that are kind of missing on the SOS message. It's pretty simple really, just throw a snowball, and as you can see it's kind of like molded itself into the ship, into the message. So just keep on doing that until the challenge on the left side of the screen says 1 out of 3 complete. So now you want to go to the second SOS message. Make sure you get some more snowballs, and this one is on the side of the lighthouse. Just come to this location and again fill in the holes on the SOS messages. This is what it should look like when you've completed that one, fellas. And then you want to go find the third SOS message, and this one is pretty tough to find, to be honest. Make sure you go get some more snowballs, and you want to make your way to the back of the ship, and you want to go down into the ship to the artifact storage area. And you can see this burning water, which is pretty random. You want to shoot the water above it. It's going to burst out and put out the fire. Then you can go inside this area and you can see the SOS message on the side of the ship. Again, throw the snowballs to fill in the holes, and this is what it should look like when it's done, fellas. And when you've done that, it should say 3 out of 3 complete, and you can go back to the Scarecrow, get your reward, and that is the second challenge complete. So that is the first Easter egg step complete. Complete 2 challenges. Boom. So once you've completed 2 challenges, you need to go up to the top of the lighthouse, and Hermit will give you some dials. So just pick these up off the pallet. And now we're going to go to the artifact storage area of the map. This is in the back of the ship. And you're going to be placing these dials in 4 locations. So just do what I do here. You want to place them on the wall on these 4 locations, just like I'm showing you on the screen now. So once you've placed all 4 dials in the 4 locations, all you do is go up to each of them, and you can just press square to rotate the numbers round and the dial. And when you hear a little ding noise on one of the numbers that you turn the dial onto, that means you've done that dial, it's complete. So just move on to a second dial location. I'm going to show you my second one now with the little ding. So there's the ding, fellas. You can hear the little ding noise. Just keep on moving the dial around until you hear that. On to the third location now. I'm turning this one round to hear the ding. Boom, that's the third one done. And then I go to the fourth dial location. Turn this one round, hear the ding. And boom, fellas. That is all 4 dials complete. So once you've completed the dial step, you want to turn on the subtitles and maybe get your audio whacked up to full, because the Apothecary Blood is going to start talking. And yeah, you need to just hear out what he's saying. So basically what's going to happen is you're going to have to find 3 offerings around the map. These 3 offerings are objects in just certain locations. So listen out and look at the subtitles on your screen. What's going to appear on the subtitles is some weird name. An example here, Offner, where fire sinks. Or one might come up saying, North is found, where filth cleanses, where the earth crumbles. It's going to be some sort of weird riddle kind of sentence. So I'm just going to show you the example in my game, fellas. So for me, the first sentence on the subtitles from the Apothecary Blood was, where earth crumbles. So all you do is go to a certain location where earth crumbles and you can just find an object. I'm going to show you where earth crumbles as an example. So if you hear where earth crumbles in your game, you want to go to the facility and you want to go to this room here. This is the geological processing room and you can find the object / offering right here, fellas. So that's basically it. And I'm going to show you every location. There's 20 in total. I'm going to show you all 20 because you need to do 3. And, you know, one of your 3 is going to be in one of these locations. So I'm going to start with the first one out of 20 locations. Right, where earth crumbles. This location for the offering is in the facility area. This is the new area where I've got to turn on that third power switch. And you want to go to the geological processing room and you can find the object right here, fellas, just on the screen like I'm doing here. Where lungs close is right here, fellas. It's down at the bottom of the lighthouse and it's in the water cave. While you're swimming through, you can see this object on the floor. Just press square to pick it up. Where HELIXES peak. This is in the jars at the top of the lighthouse, near where you give Hermit the stuff on the pallet. You can find the jars on the floor here, and the object to pick up. Where feet slip, you want to slide down the ice slide, which is at the bottom of the lighthouse. And while you're going down, look towards the left, and you want to press square while you're flying down the slide, and you'll pick up the part. Right, where lines birth, you want to go to the spawn area, and just by the zip line leading up to the lighthouse, you can find the part in the ice right here, just like it is on my screen. Right, so the where mysteries riddle, you want to go to the lighthouse bottom floor, and on the stairs that's kind of broken, you'll find the part on here. Right, where fire sinks, this is on the sunken path near the lantern, and it's going to be a bone as the offering / object. The location is through here at the back of the ship, and the lantern is right here. Right, where filth cleanses, this is in the decontamination room in the new area called the facility, and it's going to be in the corner in the lockers. Where crows roost, this is in the forecastle, also known as right at the back of the ship, and it's going to be opposite the campfire where you put an icicle in there in another completely different video, and it's going to be on the barrels right here. Where bounded slept, this is in the forecastle in the same kind of area as the last location I just showed you, and it's going to be on the container here. Where bread breaks, this is in the gangway in the kitchen. It's just underneath you turn on the second power switch, and it's going to be on this little table row. It's almost like a dinner table at college or somewhere where you can put your food. It's just going to be on there. Right, where north is found, this is at the top of the boat where the second power switch can be turned on, and it's going to be on here as a skull. Lovely. Where hidden burns, you want to come to the hidden path here, and it's going to be on this object near the fire. It's pretty easy, this one is just going to be on there, fellas. So where first dawns, this is going to be right next to a perk on this side of the ship here, and it's really easy, it's just going to be on the railing of the ship. Right, where lightning aims, you want to come to the facility, and as soon as you come through the door, take a right, and it's going to be right here on the bench. Right, where madness sleeps, this is going to be in the specimen storage area, and it's going to be on the bed in the jail cell. This is also at the facility as well. Right, where falls freeze, you want to come to the cargo hold, and it's very easy, this one. It's going to be in the water, and the object is going to be a fish in the corner right here. Where preservations freeze, you want to come to the main deck of the ship, and you're going to be looking for one of those life-saving rings that are orange and white. It's just going to be right next to that there. On to the second to last one now, and this is the where mountains throw, and you're going to need a firebomb for this one, fellas. So if you don't know how to make a firebomb, I've put the link in my video right there to make a firebomb. So when you've made a firebomb, you want to blow open the barrels here that are blocking the way, and the object is just going to be on the railings where I'm pointing my gun. It's just the bone, I think it is, so you can pick it up there. And on to the last one, and this is going to be where power ends, and this is going to be in the facility, in the human infusion area, and it's going to be to the right of where you turn on the power switch. And it looks like a bit of chicken as the object, but pick it up, it's going to be on the computer here. Right, so now you know all 20 locations. The first thing you're going to do, I'm going to show you what I did in my game. I'm just going to make it really easy. I'm not going to rush it like other guys that go rapid through it. So, let's say you've just completed the dials, you've got all the dings, and the Apothecant Blood is speaking to you, really. And it's going to say the first offering. So, for me in my game, it's where Earth crumbles. So, I'm going to go to this location. It's going to be in the facility as this one, in the geological processing room, and I found the object right here. Pick it up. So when you've picked up your first object, the Apothecant Blood will start saying another riddle to you. For me in my game, this was where lungs close. So this one is a very easy location. This one is at the bottom of the lighthouse in the water cave, and you just swim through here and you press square on this object on the ground to pick it up. So once you've picked up your second offering / object, the Apothecant Blood will say one more offering. For me in my game, this was where HELIXES peak. So these in a very location again at the top of the lighthouse on the jars here. There it is, I picked it up. And once you've done that, you've got all 3 offerings. So now you've got 3 offerings, and when you pick up your third object / offering, the Apothecant Blood will start speaking for a bit. And then he's going to be talking about something called the Seal of Duality. And this is an object that we need to pick up. So again, the Apothecant Blood will say some sort of riddle. The Seal of Duality is in the walls where AETHER was gathered. Or he's going to say the Seal of Duality is where the cages hang, etc. But there's only 4 riddles and 4 possible spawn locations for the Seal of Duality. So I'm going to show you all 4, and then I'm going to show you what to do. If the Apothecant Blood in your game says the Seal of Duality is in the walls where AETHER was gathered, this location is in the facility, and it's in the geological processing room. And this one is this chalkboard or corkboard. You can see it's got a few drawings on. Here it is. If in your game the Apothecant Blood say the Seal of Duality is between where humans suffer, this location is in the facility again, and it's going to be in the specimen storage area. When you go up the stairs towards the specimen storage area, take a left and you can see a corkboard with some drawings on. This is a location. So if in your game the Apothecant Blood says the Seal of Duality is in the icy hall, you want to come to the spawn area, and you can see these barrels here. You want to bide these, go through the water, and when you reach the other side, you're going to see a chalkboard or a corkboard with some drawings on. This is a location. And then finally, if in your game the Apothecant Blood says the Seal of Duality is where cages hang, this one is in the spawn area and it's in the boathouse building. And you just go inside, it's very easy to find. It's going to be this corkboard on the wall. There it is. So now you know 4 possible locations. I'm going to show you my location and what to do in my game. So for me in my game, the Seal of Duality was where the cages hang. So I'm going to come to the boathouse, and it's going to be this corkboard here. So when you come to the corkboard in one of the locations, you want to melee the corkboard, it's going to fall on the floor. And now you want to place a firebomb onto the safe to blow it up. And when you blow it up, there's going to be an object inside the safe, and this is the Seal of Duality. So you want to pick this up, fellas. Right, so on to the third Easter egg step now, and once you've grabbed the Seal of Duality, you want to come to the Artifact Storage Room. This is in the back of the ship, in the main map, and you want to come to this massive glowing red ball / orb. And this is the Apothecum Blood. So what you're going to do is place the Seal of Duality underneath the Apothecum Blood on this barrel right next to the mannequin. And when you do this, an infinite amount of zombies will start spawning, and all you do is shoot this red orb. Just keep on peppering it with bullets. It'll move locations in this area, but keep on spamming it with bullets, and after an amount of bullets that have hurt it a lot, that's what I'm going to say, that is when the screen will go white and you've done this little step. So when you see the white flash on the screen, this is going to spawn 3 yellow orbs around the map. So what you're going to do, fellas, is go pick up some snowballs and go find the yellow orbs. So there's going to be 2 yellow orbs in the main area of the map. They're very easy to find these, and there's going to be one of these yellow orbs up in the facility where the third power switch is. Best thing to do is save a zombie at the end of the round and just go searching for it. These yellow orbs are very easy to find, but when you do find one, don't get too close to it or it's going to get scared and bugger off. So I'm going to show you the first yellow orb that I found in my game. So here is the yellow orb. It looks like this. I've got some snowballs ready, and all you do is stay quite far away from it, and you want to throw a snowball at the yellow orb. When you throw the snowball at the orb, it's going to turn blue, and all you do is get any gun you like and shoot it, and that's the first yellow orb complete. So now we're going to go to a second yellow orb, and in my game this was at the facility area. Here is the yellow orb. I found it, I stayed quite far away from it, I threw a snowball at the yellow orb, made it blue, and then I shot it with my gun and it buggered off, and that's the second one complete. And then on to my third yellow orb. Here it is, fellas. Again, I threw a snowball at it, made it blue, and then I shot it and it buggered off. So that's all 3 orbs complete, and hopefully you can do that in your game. These are very easy to find, and like I said, there's 2 yellow orbs in the main area of the map, and there's 1 yellow orb in the facility. So now come back to the artifact storage where the Apothecum Blood is, and you're going to see those 3 orbs you just shot at the top of the ceiling, but they're going to be yellow again. And all you do is throw some more snowballs at all 3 of these yellow orbs. You're going to make them blue, shoot them all again when they're blue, and they're going to go into the Apothecum Blood. So when you do this, there's going to be some talking, and then you can pick up the Seal of Duality that you put on the barrel. So before we can do the next step, you're going to need a Samantha bomb. This is basically an epic monkey bomb, but you're going to need it for many steps, and especially the step for this red orb Seal of Duality crap. So, if you don't know how to get the Samantha bomb, I'm going to show you right now. So you want to go to the facility area of the map, and we're going to find a keycard. So there's 3 possible spawn locations for the keycard. All of these spawn locations I'm going to show you are in the decontamination room. So one keycard location is in the washing machine here. As you go through into the area, take a left, the washing machine is right here. A second spawn location is just down from the washing machine, and it's going to be on this shower head here. And then finally, the last location for the keycard in this decontamination room is under the window here, and you can see it, that's where it is in my game. You want to pick it up. So we're going to go find a second keycard, and it's also in the facility area. These 3 possible spawn locations are in the specimen storage area. So you want to come to here, and when you come through here, one spawn location is to the left, and it's going to be in these mailboxes here. A second possible spawn location for the keycard is in the jail cell, and it's going to be in the toilet near the blue glow. This is where it was in my game, as you can see, so I picked it up. And the last location in this area is the 115 contamination unit, and it's going to be on the bottom shelf right here. So now you've got 2 keycards, you want to come to this area here. This is in the facility, and all you do is input the 2 keycards into this machine. Wait about 10 to 20 seconds and the keycards will come back out, and you can pick both back up. So now head into the human infusion area, and all you do is put one keycard in this wall here to the left, and you put the other keycard in this wall to the right. And then you want to go up to the door and press square. So when you press square, it's going to start a lockdown sequence that might last a minute. There's going to be endless zombies spawning. You can shoot them. Best tactic for me was to just hold them up behind me and run around in a circle. The few zombies might get in your way, so you just want to pop them off. I've got the Wonder Waffle, which helps a lot. But yeah, once you've completed the lockdown process, you can go pick up the Samantha Monkey Bombs. So that's how you get the Samantha Bombs, fellas. There we go. So you want to pick these up. So one huge tip about the Samantha Bombs is you can't lose them. If you have the Samantha Bombs and then go pick up some snowballs, all you do is throw all of your snowballs away, and then your Samantha Bombs will reappear in your grenade slot. If this doesn't work for you, you want to throw all your snowballs, or you might have some monkey bombs. Throw all your monkey bombs out, go back up to the human infusion where the Samantha box, you can get it from, the location, and it should be in there. Or if not, you want to go get it in the box. So now you've got the Samantha bomb. You want to come to the sunken path area of the map. This is just up from the artifact storage area, and you want to come to this campfire here. And all you do is press square on the campfire to place the Seal of Duality orb. And once you've placed it on the campfire, you just throw one of your Samantha bombs on top of the campfire. There'll be a massive white flash, and now all the zombies will despawn. And for about a minute there's going to be a long story, which you're going to have to listen to. But basically, when the story finishes, the zombies will start coming back in, and you can pick up the Seal of Duality, and that is that step complete. Right, on to the next step, and after you've picked up the Seal of Duality, after listening to that long story, you want to go up to the top of the lighthouse, and you're going to go see your mate Hermit. And what he's going to do is, on his pallet, he's going to give you 2 stone slabs. So you want to pick these buggers up. And when you pick them up, you want to go to the back of the lighthouse, down near the lighthouse trap. And you can see these 2 like moulded out stone spots on the floor. And you want to place your stone slabs in these slots here on the floor. And when you do that, you want to turn on the lighthouse trap. Basically, when you turn on the lighthouse trap, it's going to make these 2 stone slabs hot and start flaming with fire. When the lighthouse trap finishes, you want to go pick up these 2 flaming stones. So now you want to come to the facility area, and you're going to come to the human infusion place here, and you're going to place one of the fire stones in the left side of this machine. So that's what you want to do, just press square on the machine. Once you've done that, you want to go back up the stairs, and you want to come to this room here. This is just outside the decontamination room, and there's going to be a slot on the floor to place your second slab. So you're going to place your second flaming slab of stone on the floor here in the moulded area. And then once you've done that, you're going to turn on the shower trap, which is basically on top of the fiery stone slab you just put down. And so you want to turn that on, and this is going to take about 30 seconds, and it's going to cool down that slab. It's going to cool down the stone slab so much that it's going to start having some sort of icy freezing effect coming off it. So when the shower trap finishes, you want to go pick up the very cold stone slab. So once you've picked it up, you want to go down to the human infusion area, and to the right of the fiery flaming stone slab, you want to press square on this machine and put the very cold stone slab inside of the machine. So you should have 1 fire slab to the left and 1 really cold slab to the right. And when you do this, you can press square on the machine to pick up a fuse. And all you do is take the fuse to the bottom of the lighthouse. This is going to be in the lighthouse station. And you can see this door here. There's a panel to the right of it. And all you do is press square on the panel to put the fuse in the panel. And that is that step complete. So after you've put the fuse into the panel at the lighthouse station, you can go on to this step. So what you're going to need now is a Wonder Waffle. You can get one of these from the box, or you can go get a free Wonder Waffle, which is very easy to do. I'll put my guide and link it in the description to get the free Wonder Waffle. So once you've got your Wonder Waffle, you want to come up to the facility area, go up the zip line, and you're going to be shooting this transformer here to the left. You can see it, it's very easy to see. You shoot it with your Wonder Waffle with a nice sniper, and boom, that is 1 done. Then you want to go to the other side of the facility area, and you're going to see another transformer to shoot with your Wonder Waffle. Here it is. Get your sniper out, your Wonder Waffle, and bang it. So you've shot those 2 transformers, and there still isn't enough power for this step. So we're going to be killing some electric zombies near 3 transformers around the map to get the power back up. So the first transformer location to kill an electric zombie near is here at the middle of the lighthouse. Here it is, fellas. This is where you want to kill an electric zombie to make that transformer electrified. So the best thing to do, this is what I did in my game. I was down at the beach here and I was hoarding up the zombies, killing some normal zombies until some electric zombies spawned. And when I see the electric zombies spawn, I ran up towards the lighthouse and I made sure I was very close to the transformer. I got the electric zombie really close. Here we go, I kill it, and that has made the transformer electrified, and that is 1 out of 3 complete. On to a second transformer location. So this one is down from the lighthouse, and it's in the lighthouse approach. This is here, fellas. And this is next to a wall bar. It's very easy this one to find. So again, I hoarded up on the beach, waited until some electric zombies spawned. When they spawned, I came up the lighthouse approach area. This is where you want to be. And here is the transformer just behind the wall by. I made sure the electric zombie was right next to me. I killed it near the transformer. And boom, the transformer is electrified. And that is 2 out of 3 complete. So on to the third and final transformer location that we've got to electrify. And this one is down at the bottom of the lighthouse near the lighthouse trap. So here it is, fellas. I brought the electric zombie next to it. Made sure I was really close to the transformer, killed the electric zombie next to it, and boom, the transformer is electrified, and that is all 3 complete. So now once you've done all 3, you can go to the lighthouse station, where you put the fuse in an earlier step, and you can open the door, and the elemental shard will be in there to pick up this blue shard. Pick it up, and you've bossed it, fellas. So now all the power is up, and you have the elemental shard. We need to now go basically repeat an earlier step of the Easter egg with the apothecary blood and all the orbs, but it's going to be a little tougher. So now come to the artifact storage where the apothecary blood is, and you're going to press square on the barrels to place the seal of duality. And again, there's going to be infinite amount of zombies, and the red orb will start flying itself around this area, and all you do is shoot it with your pack-a-punch weapon. So this is going to be a little harder because the red orb is going to have a bit more health. So the best thing to do is basically hoard up nowhere near this area. There's going to be an infinite amount of zombies, just remember, so there's no point using your ammo to kill them, just hoard them up. So this was my tactic, fellas. I just hoarded up the zombies and then I came back to this area and I threw one of these Samantha monkey bombs out just to give myself a few seconds of time, and then I just peppered that red orb as much as I could. So I just kept repeating this process maybe 4 to 5 times. I kept on shooting me pack-a-punched weapon into the red orb, and eventually the screen flashed white and the infinite zombies will stop spawning. So now we can go pick up some more snowballs and find the yellow orbs. Again, there's going to be 3 yellow orbs to find. There's going to be 2 in the main area of the map and 1 in the facility. So again, it's just like the earlier step. You're going to go around the map searching for a yellow orb. When you find a yellow orb, again, don't get too close to it or it's going to get scared and bugger off. If it does do that, you just go try find it again, basically. So here we go, I found a yellow orb. I don't get too close. I throw my snowball at the yellow orb. I make it blue, and then I shoot my gun at the blue orb, and that's 1 out of 3 complete. I then went round the map and found the second yellow orb. Here it is, fellas. I threw my snowball at the orb. It went blue. I shot my gun at the blue orb. That's 2 out of 3 complete. And then finally onto the third yellow orb. Here it is, fellas. This is the location I found it in my game. I threw my snowball at the yellow orb, made it blue, shot it with my gun, and that's 3 out of 3 complete. So once you've done all 3 orbs, you want to go back to the apothecary blood in the artifact storage area, and you're going to throw snowballs at 3 of the yellow orbs on the ceiling, and then you're going to shoot them all. They're all going to fly into the apothecary blood, and you've bossed it, fellas. There's going to be some talking, and then you can pick up the seal of duality that's on the barrel there. So once you've picked up the seal of duality, we're going to go back to the campfire, and we're going to be placing the seal of duality on the campfire, and we're going to throw a Samantha bomb on top of the campfire. A Samantha bomb you should have from the early step if you've been following my guides. If you don't have the Samantha bomb in your grenade slot and you've got snowballs, just throw all your snowballs away, and you should get your Samantha box back in the grenade slot. If this doesn't happen, fellas, you want to throw all your snowballs away and go back to the human infusion area where the Samantha box is located, and you found it when you were doing that, so just go pick it up, and if not, spam the box. So yeah, place the Seal of Duality on the campfire, throw a Samantha Monkey Bomb on top of the campfire, it'll make the campfire go blue, there'll be a massive white flash on the screen. Again, there's going to be another long story that you're going to have to listen to, but there's going to be no zombies while this is playing. And when the story finishes, the zombies will start spawning again, and you can pick up the Seal of Duality, and that is that step complete. Alright fellas, so once you've done this step, before you start the next step where you go do the Hermit Lockdown in the Lighthouse, this is the last time you can use a Pack-a-Punch. So this is where you want to go get the Epic Thunder Gun. So you've got the Thunder Gun, fellas. This is where you want to go Pack-a-Punch it. I went to the Golden Pack-a-Punch and I Pack-a-Punched it for 5 bloody grand. And this was the gun that got me through the boss fight on solo. So this is the gun you need. And if you want to Pack-a-Punch any other weapons, I've got the Spitfire. I Pack-a-Punched that before I started the Hermit Lockdown step. Alright, so on to the next step now. Well, once you've picked up the orb from the campfire for a second time, we now need to go get your Pack-a-Punch weapons fully Pack-a-Punched and fully upgraded, because after this next step you won't be able to use the Pack-a-Punch ever again. So you want to make sure, basically, just think you're off into boss fight now, but we're not. Just get everything ready, get your Samantha bombs up to 3, get your new shield, get your Pack-a-Punch weapons fully upgraded, and we can start this step. So this step is at the top of the lighthouse near Hermit, and it's going to be a lockdown process in the top of the lighthouse. It's very, very close quarter stuff is this. So when you're ready, you want to come up to the top of the lighthouse and you want to place the orb on the pallet. So you can stay on the top level of the lighthouse, or you can go down to the 3rd level. So it might last about a minute or so this. It's quite tough, especially on solo. So what I did was, you know, I lobbed out me Samantha bombs. They gave me a few seconds of time. And then, when they stopped and I lost all them, I used my specialist weapon, my lovely katanas, which took maybe about 20 seconds off the time so I could get some kills and not die. And then this is when it got tough, really, fellas. I did go down in here, but I had me dying wish, and, you know, I had me solo quick revive kind of thing. And I've got me Wonder Waffle, which also helps. And then, towards the last maybe half of this lockdown process, I was down on level 3 and I was running in a circle really. There were zombies coming through windows, which was pretty annoying, but I was just having a horde of zombies behind me, and this is what I did. I just ran around this area, killed off a few zombies with me Wonder Waffle just so they didn't down me. I had my shield on my back, which saved me life a few times, and then after about a minute or so I bossed it and I could go out of the lighthouse. And when you can see no more blue kind of colour on the doors, that means you've done it. And that means you can go back up to the top of Lighthouse and you can press square to get the Seal of Duality from Hermit off the pallet. Alright, so on to the next step now. Well, once you've picked up the orb from the campfire for a second time, we now need to go get your Pack-a-Punch weapons fully Pack-a-Punched and fully upgraded, because after this next step you won't be able to use the Pack-a-Punch ever again. So you want to make sure, basically, just think you're off into boss fight now, but we're not. Just get everything ready, get your Samantha bombs up to 3, get your new shield, get your Pack-a-Punch weapons fully upgraded, and we can start this step. So this step is at the top of the lighthouse near Hermit, and it's going to be a lockdown process in the top of the lighthouse. It's very, very close quarter stuff is this. So when you're ready, you want to come up to the top of the lighthouse and you want to place the orb on the pallet. So you can stay on the top level of the lighthouse, or you can go down to the 3rd level. So it might last about a minute or so this. It's quite tough, especially on solo. So what I did was, you know, I lobbed out me Samantha bombs. They gave me a few seconds of time. And then, when they stopped and I lost all them, I used my specialist weapon, my lovely katanas, which took maybe about 20 seconds off the time so I could get some kills and not die. And then this is when it got tough, really, fellas. I did go down in here, but I had me dying wish, and, you know, I had me solo quick revive kind of thing. And I've got me Wonder Waffle, which also helps. And then, towards the last maybe half of this lockdown process, I was down on level 3 and I was running in a circle really. There were zombies coming through windows, which was pretty annoying, but I was just having a horde of zombies behind me. And this is what I did. I just ran around this area, killed off a few zombies with me Wonder Waffle just so they didn't down me. I had my shield on my back, which saved my life a few times. And then after about a minute or so, I bossed it, and I could go out of the lighthouse. And when you can see no more blue kind of colour on the doors, that means you've done it. And that means you can go back up to the top of the lighthouse, and you can press square to get the Seal of Duality from Hermit off the pallet. Alright, so on to the next step now. Well, once you've picked up the orb from the campfire for a second time, we now need to go get your Pack-a-Punch weapons fully Pack-a-Punched and fully upgraded, because after this next step you won't be able to use the Pack-a-Punch ever again. So you want to make sure, basically, just think you're off into boss fight now, but we're not. Just get everything ready, get your Samantha bombs up to 3, get your new shield, get your Pack-a-Punch weapons fully upgraded, and we can start this step. So this step is at the top of the lighthouse near Hermit, and it's going to be a lockdown process in the top of the lighthouse. It's very, very close quarter stuff is this. So when you're ready, you want to come up to the top of the lighthouse, and you want to place the orb on the pallet. So you can stay on the top level of the lighthouse, or you can go down to the 3rd level. So it might last about a minute or so this. It's quite tough, especially on solo. So what I did was, you know, I lobbed out me Samantha bombs. They gave me a few seconds of time. And then when they stopped and I lost all them, I used my specialist weapon, my lovely katanas, which took maybe about 20 seconds off the time so I could get some kills and not die. And then this is when it got tough really, fellas. I did go down in here, but I had me dying wish, and you know, I had me solo quick revive kind of thing. And I've got me Wonder Waffle, which also helps. And then towards the last maybe half of this lockdown process, I was down on level 3 and I was running in a circle really. There were zombies coming through windows, which was pretty annoying, but I was just having a horde of zombies behind me. And this is what I did. I just ran around this area, killed off a few zombies with me Wonder Waffle just so they didn't down me. I had my shield on my back, which saved my life a few times. And then after about a minute or so, I bossed it, and I could go out of the lighthouse. And when you can see no more blue kind of colour on the doors, that means you've done it. And that means you can go back up to the top of the lighthouse, and you can press square to get the Seal of Duality from Hermit off the pallet. Alright, so on to the next step now. Well, once you've picked up the orb from the campfire for a second time, we now need to go get your Pack-a-Punch weapon. Right, fellas, I've got a super clear, awesome Easter egg boss fight guide for you now. I'm not going to rush it. I'm going to show you each step, each second of my footage. I'm going to talk along with you. So once you've got the Seal of Duality off the campfire for the last time, after hearing that long story, you can now get ready for the boss fight. So you can't Pack-a-Punch any weapons. Like I've said in earlier guides, that you've got to Pack-a-Punch before you do the Hermit Lockdown Easter egg step. That is when you want to get all your weapons set for the boss fight. So for me, you want to be getting the Thunder Gun Pack-a-Punched, and your secondary weapon, I've got a Spitfire that's been Pack-a-Punched, but I never really use that in the boss fight. I'm just going to be using the Thunder Gun Pack-a-Punched. I've got all my perks, and make sure you've got PhD Flopper on, because with the Thunder Gun there's going to be some epic splashback. And what else do you want? You want a full shield before you start the boss fight. You want your Samantha bombs fully on 3. And you want full ammo. And also, the Gobble Gums are going to help out a lot. I've got me nuke ones. I've got me insta-kill ones. I've got me max ammo, which helped. And me Undead Man Walking saved my life towards the end of the boss fight. So if you can get any of them on before you start the game of any Easter egg run, get them on. Right, so now you want to come to this flopper that takes you to Golden Pack-a-Punch, and once you get over here, you're going to put the Seal of Duality inside the Pack-a-Punch. So like I said, I'm going to show you each second of what I'm doing. It's going to be a long video, but at least it's not a rush guide and you can know what's going on. So now you've put the seal into the Pack-a-Punch, you want to run around the area, make a massive circle, and let the horde of zombies come up behind you. So the Seal of Duality is going to act as a soul box, and when you're ready, you want to throw a Samantha bomb or shoot any of your weapons at the zombies. And what I'm doing here, Samantha bomb will kill the whole horde of zombies. This is unreal as this. Take them all into air. Boom. So once you've killed enough zombies, you're going to see the seal come out of the Pack-a-Punch and go into the air. This is when the boss fight starts. There's no massive boss to defeat. You've basically got to stay inside this dome. You can see the outer layers of it now, so as soon as the dome starts to spawn in, you want to go onto that flopper that's under the snow that flops you back to the main map. So once you get here, you're going to stay in this dome. If you go outside the dome, it's going to hurt you and damage you. You don't want that. So what you want to do now is just kill off some zombies and stay inside the dome. I've got my Spitfire out, a nuke spawned there which helped me massively. You don't want to use any of your Gobblegums yet. For me, I've saved all 4. Keep on following this dome, and when the dome gets to this area of the main deck, you want to follow it down the stairs, get your Thunder Gun out and kill any enemies. So now the dome has landed on the main deck and it's going to stop, and it's going to act as a soul box. So all you do is kill some zombies. So I've thrown out a Samantha bomb, I'm shooting me epic Thunder Gun, and I'm just running around this deck here, taking them all out. It might take about 20 zombies, maybe a bit more. It's going to be quite tight as well, but your shield's going to help out. And when the massive flash goes, you've done that, you can get your max ammo, and the dome will keep on moving. So now you want to follow the dome. I've just took a killjoy there, insta-kill, just to help me get down this tight stairs. You want to go down here into the cargo hold, jump onto the blocks that spawn in the lava. You don't want to stand on the lava or it's going to absolutely deck you. I've turned around there, got my insta-kill out, so it's helping me a bit easier as that. Killing some zombies with my insta-kill, my Spitfire, so I'm saving me Thunder Gun ammo. I'm running up the side to not go on the lava. Insta-kill's about to go, so I've pulled out my Thunder Gun and taking some noobs out. So now I'm just dodging all the lava. I've thrown another Samantha bomb here just to keep the zombies away. There's going to be a lot in this area, so shoot your Thunder Gun, spam it. And if you're ready, your specialist weapon should be done, so you can get that out for this bit, and you can take some zombies out and jump on the lava blocks. And you're going to make it to where this perk machine is. So try use all the space of the dome. You don't have to stay right in the middle. Use all the space. And it's going to start moving towards this drop down rock. And this is where it's going to stop for another soul box. So keep on killing some zombies. I was quite lucky getting an insta-kill power up there, which helped out a lot. So now when the Apothecary Blood reaches this wall by here, down at the bottom of the lighthouse, it's going to act as a soul box. So use all the dome space and kill all the zombies. Throw a Samantha bomb. Use all your ammo on your Thunder Gun because you're definitely going to get a max ammo. And when it flashes, you can go get your max ammo, and it's going to start to move again. This time it's going to go down here, so jump on the lava blocks. You want to throw a Samantha bomb as soon as you get over these lava blocks. Jump on this lava block, throw another one, it's just making it a bit easier. I've jumped over here to the hidden path. I've thrown another one where I'm going to jump down. Jump onto the lava block and get your Thunder Gun out, or you can get your specialist weapon out, whatever, and you want to definitely make it to the beach. So now you're going to kill some zombies, get your Thunder Gun out, and yeah, you just got to follow this dome, and it's going to stop as this dome when it reaches the middle of the beach. And now you want to get your specialist weapon out because that's just the easiest and safest way to get kills and not get down. The katana's unreal, absolutely loving life right now. I actually don't think it stops on this bit, it keeps on going to the lighthouse and it stops. So as you can see, I got Dying Wish on, which saved my life there. So if you get anywhere close to death, I've spawned in me nuke, power up, Gobblegum. That's going to get me some time to get my health back up. And you're going to follow the dome up to the lighthouse approach. And it's going to stop at the lighthouse, basically where you go up the stairs to the lighthouse. And this is a very tough place to hoard up. So again, I'm using the whole area, the whole space of the dome. I'm going to use my Thunder Gun whenever I see anyone, reload rapidly when there's no one. I'm going to shoot. I'm just going to keep on spamming because I know I'm going to get a max ammo in the next 20-30 seconds. So I'm spamming my Thunder Gun on the ground. And yeah, just move from the stairs all the way back to the other stairs. Just keep on going forward and backwards. That's what I did here. And boom, the massive white flash went off. And this is where it gets tough. So I've got a max ammo. I'm going to throw a Samantha bomb just to be safe. I don't know if it was needed. But now the dome's going to go to the top of the lighthouse. And basically, you're going to need to take the zip line at the correct time of when the dome goes towards the factory. So it's pretty tough as this. You've got to time it right. But I'm going to stay in the lighthouse top of it until the dome starts to move. Here we go. It's hurting me. So now I'm going to follow the dome to the zip line. Shooting some zombies. Got my Thunder Gun out. And then I'm going to get on the zip line, try time it right. I've kind of timed it a bit too early. I've gone a bit too early. Try time it spot on, but you can see it's taking a bit of damage off me. Get your Thunder Gun out and the dome will come over to the factory. So now it's going to get a bit tough as well. You want to get your Thunder Gun out, and just keep on killing zombies, really. There's going to be loads in here. It's very tight in here. Use all the space of the dome. And I've done a little circle in that security lobby area. Then I've come down to the decontamination room, and you want to go all the way to this back wall. It seemed to work for me. The dome went all the way to the perk, and I was just doing a nice circle around here, killing some zombies with the thunder gun. And when it starts to move towards the human infusion, you want to follow it. And now you're getting pretty close to the end of the boss fight, so I think I pull out a max ammo here because I'm nearly out on my thunder gun. I don't think I needed to though because there's a max ammo already down here. But if you got a max ammo, you may as well get it out. And this is where I spam my thunder gun. And this is the last part of the boss fight, so I've got my katana out. And you're not going to be moving anywhere else in this boss fight until you finish it. So the dome's going to be in the human infusion area. And it's going to start getting smaller and smaller. So this is why I've got my katana out, getting a few kills first, and it's much easier to get the kills. And then you'll have some epic music going on, which is awesome. And then I've got my thunder gun out now, and it's going to start getting smaller as the dome. I've got my undead man walking on, which has helped me so much to complete this boss fight. Basically, it just makes all the zombies to walking speed, so it's absolutely easy. I've just paused it there because I was like, oh my god, I'm going to do the Easter egg. Right, I'm back in. So I've got my thunder gun. I'm just absolutely spamming that because I know I think I knew from this point I was going to do it. But you can see the dome's getting a bit smaller and smaller. I've got halfway left on my undead man walking. I think it lasts for about a minute, I think. So 30 seconds has gone. And yeah, I'm spamming my thunder gun really. I'm not letting any zombies get anywhere close to me. And it's going to be another maybe 20 seconds in this small circle until you boss the boss fight, so keep on spamming your thunder gun. Try and not spam it as much now because you might need to save it. Boom! When the white flash goes, fellas, you've bossed it. There's going to be no more zombies spawning in. And yeah, you need to just listen to this long story. Look at this red orb for about a minute or so. Listen to the long story. And then all you do is pick up this red orb. And now you just come outside and you can see the whole map is red and looking so cool. So now you want to take the zip line down to the sun deck. Again, watch out for the lava on certain floors that can kill you. There's going to be no zombies, but make your way up to this flinger that's going to fling you to the top of the lighthouse. Go to the lighthouse, go to the top of it, and give that red orb, the seal of duality or whatever you call it, to Hermit. And then he's going to talk for ages. And then now you want to make your way to the, I think it's the sun deck. It is the sun deck. You want to make your way to the second power switch, the top of the boat, the top of the ship. And when you come in here, he's going to start talking. And then you want to look at the top of the lighthouse. You're going to see some awesome effects. A massive, like, hurricane or some hole in the sky. It's like the day after tomorrow, but absolutely lit, isn't it? And then you're going to watch that. And then when that disappears, you're going to see this little yellow thing fly from the top of the clouds and go to the back of the ship at the forecastle. So that's when you can go all the way to the back of the ship and you can pick up this device which you've been searching for the whole goddamn game. And once you press square on this, you've bossed the boss fight and it's going to be an epic cutscene that you can interact with. I won't show that because it's going to make the video about an hour long, but I'll put that in a separate video. So yeah, I hope this has helped. It's better than seeing a guide that's 2 minutes long showing you what to do, like blah, blah, blah. So if you want to go see the cutscene, go check it out, and go check out all my other guides, my Easter egg guides on how to do this. I've made it really clear. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you later.